all right, y'all didn't have to do Ash like that. Like, damn.
Nah, nigga, super son, they got you hooked like a narcotic.
All right, so I'm not even gonna waste no time. Let's talk. Okay, so first of all, Faz is sitting over here. He got the flowers. He looking good. I don't know. Faye had steamed that shit off. Something. It was a lot of. You talking about steam? The block was about to get hot in a minute, but you know, Faye steamed all that shit off. He looking good. He got the flowers, and he's like, "All right, y'all, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to dip out." And Custer asked. We already know he acted weird, so Custer's just like, "Hey, bro, like, I gotta talk to you about something, bitch." Of course, we seen the fucking iPhone on the table, sitting on the coffee table, like, bitch, we seen that shit. And he talking about, "Oh yeah, we gotta talk, bitch. They found Mouse's body." The police found Mouse's body. What do you have to say about that, Faz? Huh? What you got? It's like, all right, girl. And Faye, I'm so happy. Faye held it down. She had me in the first half. I was like, all right, what's going on? She dropped that glass and said, Faz, don't say a motherfucking thing. Don't say one word. Faye talking about, it seems like you got some screws loose, bitch, because you told me that Laurie did that. Laurie is the one who did that. She lived right off this street. She lived in this particular house. She wake up at this particular time. She used this kind of makeup. She used this kind of perfume. She had this kind of nail polish. Bitch, this how she look when she go to sleep, and this how she look when she wake up. This is what she drive. Like, she was really, she knew the cops was listening. She was like, bitch, and she was the only one with brains in the operation, I feel like, because yes, pin all that shit on Laurie and keep it moving. Like, what are you talking about? And then Custer was like, girl, what are you talking about? What you mean? And Faye was like, bitch, you working with Laurie? Is that the reason why? Girl, it was a wrap. Ash saw what was going on, and it's like, all right. Okay, Faz seen what was happening. He was like, Ash, please, Ash, no, wait, Ash, please, wait, Ash, wait, bitch, it was too late. When it comes to protecting Faz, Ash is gonna do whatever Ash do, and like Faz is just like, he can't do shit about it. It was crazy, and then he gonna take the iPhone that Custer had brought in after they done sliced his motherfucking throat and held him so he wouldn't be gurgling that fucking blood up. And let the police know what happened, even though they already, but yeah, they're gonna take the iPhone that was bugged and put that shit in the water. That's what Faz did, put that shit in somebody's drink. And I was just like, but aren't those phones waterproof and water resistant? I mean, I can't be the only one who thought of that shit when he put that shit in there. I'm just like, granted, I would never voluntarily drop my shit in some water. You can drop my iPhone in some water, right? But like, they still resisted. I feel like he should have. You talking about taking a hammer to somebody's face? You should have taken a hammer to that fucking iPhone. Take the SIM card out that bitch. You know what I mean? And put in some acid. It's radioactive acid or something. Now listen, we skipping to all the juicy shit because in the next scene, it just has Faz and Lexi talking, you know, on the phone, really cute. Faz talking about how we want to be on the farm or whatever, and family and all this shit. I was like, okay, really, that's really cute. And we also see how Lexi really plans, a meticulous planner. She thinks she got all that shit figured out. It's very interesting because I feel like I was talking like that when I was in high school too. Like, by this age, I need to be doing this and this and this and this. And then you start living life and it's just like, okay, girl, what I'm gonna do is survive. The best way that I can. Now, we switch to the moment that we all been waiting for, baby. When a Karen was born, all right? Last time we seen Cassie, she was breathing that hot ass breath on that motherfucking door, bitch. She was breathing that hot ass breath on that door and she was just, bitch, she walked in there like a Karen scorn. Like, bitch, like it was giving me very much Karen. She just walked her ass in there and everybody, turning heads. She went up on the stage. She was just like, hey, guess what, girl? Everybody just clap for Lexi. Oh my God, she get on the stage. Oh my God, you're so brave, Lexi. What did she say? She was like, Lexi, you really outdid yourself. Where did she find all these knockoffs? You've seen people's reaction from Bobby talking about, oh shit, to Susie talking about, oh my God. Like as soon as she saw Cassie walking up there, isn't she brave? Cassie was saying, she's up here unpacking all her trauma. I had no idea how hard Lexi's life is. But then she said this kind of shit. And I don't be knowing why Sam Levinson likes to throw these weird type of shits in here. Especially because you had somebody from the audience talking about, show your boobs, Cassie. I'm just like, okay. And then so Cassie said this. She was like, I know they hacked the heads off of women in Afghanistan or whatever. And then someone says, that's racist. And then she said, but it's nothing compared to living in my shadow. And I'm just like, okay. Okay. That, like, literally just like, okay. All right. By this point, Susie's on the stage. trying to get her kids to calm the fuck down. Somebody's asking like, is this a part of the play at this point? Cassie tries to drag Lexi by saying like, basically, I'm the one that's lived life and you haven't, and that's why it's so easy for you to sit up here and judge people who actually have lived, and you're just a bystander. If you want me to be the villain, then I'll play the villain, then I'll be that. Like, she really was just on stage showing out, performing, when I feel like the real performance should have happened before she got in that bathroom. If you wanted to show out, put the pedal to the metal, perform, you know what I mean, put on a show, you should have put on a show with Maddie and not just on that stage, because Maddie had your ass together. Okay, and falling apart at the same time. Lexi, is this a part of the play where I steal Jake from Marta? And then Lexi's like, no, Cassie, that's not a part of the play, you know? And this is the part where I'm just like, wow, Cassie, you're really up here. I mean, even though it was kind of already known, but you're confirming in front of everybody that that character is definitely you, you know? Like, it's one thing to be like, oh girl, they speculating or whatever, like, did Lexi really write that shit about her sister? Cassie went up there and proved that it was about her. Like, girl, you don't know when to sit your ass down and be silent. Just let the girls think whatever they think. That's the best way to handle the shit, girl. And going about your life and be a bad bitch, but see, you so insecure you can't even let the shit slide, Cassie. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I ain't fucking your man no more. So yeah, once Lexi said, no, Cassie, that's not in the play, like, basically, you stealing Maddie's man is not in the play. Maddie from the audience says, it is now. And as soon as she said that, I was like, ooh, like literally, everybody I was watching with, we all said, ooh, at the same time. Oh, no, they can't gender. But you know what I mean? That shit was, I was like, oh God, what's happening? And then Cassie's like, well, they weren't even fucking together, blah, blah, blah. And somebody from the audience was like, bitch, do you really do that shit? And Maddie was like, yeah, girl. And not only that, she was fucking him while, you know, Marta was talking about getting back together with him. Why would she do it? Because she's a two-faced cunt. And Cass was like, I'm not a cunt. I'm not a cunt. It was just like, it was getting worse and worse. Eventually, Cassie starts trying to take out the actress who's playing her in the play, right? And Maddie sees that and was just, I guess that was the final straw for her. She was like, oh, this bitch needs to be put down. I was like, all right. That's when I sat up like this. I was like, let me see what's going on. Maddie ran up there and she was taking off her shoes. I love how Kat was like, Maddie, no, don't do this. And BB was like, bitch, beat her ass, beat that bitch ass. Chasing her around the stage, pushing her, shoving her ass. Cassie had to run out the auditorium, run into the back, but she barely made it to the stalls. I don't know, okay, see, I feel like is that her home base? Are bathrooms Cassie's underground bunker in her head? You know what I mean? Is that what, I don't know, maybe Cassie thinks that like there's a teleportation portal in these bathrooms, but I promise you, ain't nothing but death and destruction in there. Ain't nothing but your downfall in there, bitch. Let me tell you, Maddie shoved her ass up on that wall. I thought that it was gonna leave a foundation stain, like when when Kourtney Kardashian slapped the fuck out of Kim Kardashian in her house, and she left that fucking stain on her white ass wall skirt. I thought that was gonna be a foundation when I'm in the club, foundation when I'm in the auditorium, foundation when I'm in the bathroom, bitch. Like, I thought that's what it was gonna be giving. Cassie got that ass beat. Child. It was the moment that we've all been waiting for. So we see Elliott's ass in the crowd, and Elliott and Rue acknowledge each other, and we see that a few days earlier, Rue had gone over to Elliott to say, hey, guess what? Fuck you for being a snitch. I hate you. No, but you know, she was just like, you know, you may have saved my life. So I just wanted to thank you for that, because I would not be here to be able to say that I forgive you. Now, I think that, I guess we talking about the cheating and all that shit. I don't know if we talking about the snitching, because it's just like, bitch, if your friends didn't say anything, bitch, like, you really wouldn't be there. So it's like, yeah, the cheating was fucked up. I think that, yes, it was fucked up for Jules to be doing that, but at the same time, Rue was putting Jules through a lot of bullshit. So, yeah, that's why I don't know why people are so pissed at Jules. Like, I get it, I understand it, But you gotta, like, she was also dealing with a lot of difficult shit. Even at the end of the episode, Rue was like, bitch, I hope that she forgives me. So, I don't know. I think some of the hatred that Jules is getting is just uncalled for. But yeah, they talk it out, and they had, I guess they, you know, mend things up to a certain extent, because at the end of it, he asks her, do you think that we can remain friends? And she was the one who's like, I mean, you were the one who said that we shouldn't be friends, we don't really go on together. And it's just like, I get it. But yeah, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna be nice, because at the end of the episode, it was behind the scenes kind of thing. They were talking about how Zendaya and Labyrinth and all of them, they went in and created this wonderful song that Elliott started singing in the middle of the shit. But let me tell you something. The momentum for the finale was just going and going and going. When he picked up that guitar and started singing, I was like, okay. I look just like Rue when in the shot, because while he's singing that shit, and ain't no, I thought it was just gonna be like a hook or something. Half a verse and a hook or something. Maybe. Just a hook. Honestly, all we need is a hook, like I'm going fucking fishing or something. That's all we need. We just need a cute little chorus and we move on about our business. Bitch, he sung the whole fucking song. He sung 2 verses of, it seemed like he sung 2 verses and a bridge. 2 verses, a bridge, and an intro and an outro, bitch, and repeat the hook for the second time on the, you know what I mean? On the last verse, after the last verse. I was like, oh my God, I was looking just like her. I was like, I bet Rue was like, yo, in her head, I know she wanted to do this, like, yo, I just came over for something quick. You know, I appreciate the singing and the guitar playing, but, you know, I got an oil change. I got a doctor's appointment. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. But I gotta go. I gotta go. You know what I mean? Grocery shopping. Because no, like, imagine coming over to say your apologies or whatever, work it out or something, and he's singing in your face. Meanwhile, your mama texting you, bitch, your stomach growling. You know, you thought you was gonna swing by, I don't know, the corner store, pick up something really quick to eat. This motherfucker singing in your face, and he's singing the entire 2, 3, fucking 4 verses of the song. And on top of that, he acting like, oh, well, you know, it's not finished yet. Boy, that song is done. That song is completed. And bitch, I'll give you an A for effort. You don't even have to keep going no more, bitch. We don't have to grade the paper. It's completed. A for effort. Pass or fail. Pass. It's all right. We're done with this situation. Love the song. It was beautiful. But there was a lot of other things on our agenda, so I was just like, okay. You know what? That's where all the cat scenes went, bitch, to this song. Like, Sam took out all the cat scenes and put a fucking song in there, bitch, and told y'all hoes go stream this shit. All right. So Bobby tells Lexi that she's telling people like it's all a part of the play. Even Susie was trying to get people to think that it was all a part of the play. And, you know, Lexi's just feeling like shit after all that. She's just feeling like shit, even though I'm just like, girl, what did you expect kind of thing? But I'm gonna talk about that later. But Bobby tells her, like, it could be worse. Because Lexi's like, this is a disaster, but she's like, it could be worse. It could be boring, and that's true. That's true. Bobby says art should be dangerous, and I agree with her. But I love seeing the same silliness and, you know, quirkiness in Rue's personality that we did when she was on drugs, for real. And I think that it's just a reminder that, yes, Rue, you can still have the, you know, a fire-ass, fun-ass personality without those things. You can still be yourself without the pills, you know? Because she was sitting there in the audience and started like making the crowd go, Lexi, Lexi. I just thought that was really cute. Gave a lot of encouragement to her, and she came out. And instead of just like going with the lie like, oh, well, yes, it was all a part of the play, she's honest and says, like, she tells the crowd, I did not know that was gonna happen. But she also says, essentially, that she spoke to Fez and asked him about the play, and Fez said that sometimes people need to get their feelings hurt. And yeah, that's true. It's not fun when you're the one who's going through that shit, or when you're the one who gets your feelings hurt. But it's definitely beneficial when it's like, oh shit, even though I didn't want to hear that, or it annoyed me to internalize that, I needed to, you know, and it helped me. But then at the same time, I'm just like, Lexi, I feel like some of these scenes, I feel like you could have got some consent for, like using Rue's speech at her fucking father's funeral, and putting that in your play. I don't know, like I said before, I don't know why you're surprised that, especially when you know your sister, you know her, you live with her. Like, why are you surprised that she came up on the stage? Just knowing who Cassie is, I would have been like, okay, she's probably gonna storm the stage. So tell the actors to do something specific or do something when she inevitably gets her ass up on the stage. You know what I mean? Like, plan for it. I don't know. But I'm just gonna be like, bitch, if you're gonna be that bad bitch, then be that bad bitch. You know? Like, stop acting surprised when people have a reaction to this play. But you was interrogating Faz over this shit when you knew it was messy. I mean, it was beautiful, but it was still messy at the same time. It was a good play. Like, Rue said that she really liked it, but it was still messy at the same time, girl. I'm like, so we switched back to the house with Faz and all them, and he smashed the shit out of Ash and says, look, you know, I'm sorry, but we have to make it look like you didn't do this shit. You motherfucker, you go out there and surrender. I did it. I did this. I killed Custer. I did all this shit. You need to just go out there and live, essentially. Like, please don't, because he already know. Like, he already know. Bitch, Ash goes to the dryer and he goes to the armory, bitch. He goes to the weapons dealer, bitch. He goes to that dryer hole and he whips out them guns, like he was going to war, bitch. Them automatic, bitch. And Faz is like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you, like, how the fuck do you think this shit is gonna go? Is you're a couple of guns versus the arsenal that the police is coming with? Like, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. But Ash was not trying to hear none of that. He was not. That shit was so scary when Faye looked at the security cameras and it was all turning up. I was like, bro, something's gonna happen. Something terrible's about to happen. Fans keep talking to Ash like, you trying to die, bro? Like, stop this. Ash gun butts the hell out of Faz and he falls to the ground and Ash locks the door. Faz is trying to say, open this shit up. I was literally on the edge of my seat. I was like, somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die. So then we switch to Nate. Now Nate is loading his 7 years ago built ass gun. Nate is loading our founding fathers built ass gun. Nate is loading his Elmer Fudd cartoon built ass gun. It's fucking 1776 built ass gun that he don't ever be shooting this fucking revolver that I ain't never seen him shoot that shit one time. So Nate finds his father in one of his warehouses, and of course his father is with some queens and some bush queens, you know how it goes. And he comes in there like, hey dad, what's up? Gives him a hug. They have this entire conversation. You know what we have in common, Nate says? We both get off on hurting people. Cal already knew where this conversation was going. He was like, girl, please, like, can we do this upstairs? Can we do this someplace else? Like, please, oh my God. And Nate was like, how about no? He asked him, like, are you happy here? Is this fun for you? Are you happy? Cal, of course, answers like, yeah, girl, I'm happy or whatever, yes. But like, I don't want to do this here. Like, why are we doing this? And Nate was like, yeah, I thought you would fucking say that. I thought you would say that you was happy. Guess what? All that happiness is about to come to an end. It's not fair that you get to just be happier after fucking our lives up. That's not how this is gonna go. This particular scene is not gonna go like that. Nate also says this, which is kind of confusing to me. Nate says he was 11 and found some videos of his dad fucking people. He said, I had a recurring nightmare that he was fucking me the way he was fucking them. Did I ever tell you about that, Dad? And that's when all of a sudden the queens around them start getting uncomfortable. I'm just like, bitch, as soon as somebody's son start walking into somebody's situation, bitch, I'm out of this situation. Them queens was sitting there being nosy, bitch. That's what y'all get for being nosy. If somebody kid walk in, bitch, and we got drinks and all that type of crazy shit everywhere, bitch, I'm leaving this establishment. Are you serious? Someone coming in talking about, hey dad, bitch. I'm like, peace, the fuck? That's family issues and the liquor's out. But yeah, the reason I'm confused about that shit is because, okay, was it just after he saw tapes of his dad fucking other people, he started dreaming about that shit happening to him? Like, is that what it is? Or did his dad actually sexually assault him and that's why he's having the dreams? Do you see what I'm saying? Am I interpreting that wrong? Am I seeing the shit wrong? Like, are they just dreams or did he actually get assaulted? I thought that's what it was. I thought he was gonna, either way, child, he would have some sex dreams like fucking Lady Gaga. His dad over here apologizing, oh my God, I should've loved you. I'm not proud of the person I've been, blah, 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 blah. I fucked up, I'm sorry, all this shit. And they was like, okay, that's really cute. That's cute for you. I don't want your apology, I want revenge. He whipped out that old ass gun. He whipped out that gun. I mean, I feel like that gun's so old that it has a fucking life alert button, bitch. Like, and I'm looking for where the fuck is that. He whipped out that old ass revolver, bitch, and said, hey, guess what? I don't want no motherfucking apologies. I want revenge, ho. Cal's looking at him like, what do you what do you mean by that? And he whipped out that USB device. I was wondering, damn, do we not realize that USB devices exist? I was wondering why these CDs, who the fuck, I mean, people, MacBooks don't even have no CD slot no more, right? Like, what's going on? I was like, don't nobody know what a USB device is? Don't nobody have no Bluetooth, AirDrop? Nobody, these fucking hard copies. I mean, maybe because Cal is older, but at the same time, like, goddamn. So Nate whips out this red ass USB and say, hey, guess what, sis? This is everything. This is everything. And Cal was like, everything? Nate was like, yeah, everything. I mean, once you heard them fucking tires in the gravel outside, I already knew what it was. I was like, damn. And you seen the lights. I said, Cal, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, Cal. You're going to jail. It's just crazy how like Cal created a monster that got his ass turned in. That's wow. It was Chief Greenwood, right? I think and that was the chief of police that he was bragging about knowing to Cassie and Lexi, I think. When he was kind of threatening them, like, who did this to my son? Who beat my son up? So I was just like, wow. Bye, Cal. You're not gonna be missed. And the next scene, of course, is just the cops breaking into Fez's house. They just, I mean, breaking windows, busting doors down. They got them guns trained on that bathroom door. Bitch, Fez is like, bitch, please, there's a kid in there. Like, please, there is a kid in there, bitch. I was like, oh my God. As soon as Ash started shooting, I was like, yeah, Ash is dead. Ash, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna go great. But I was just like, Fez is in this hallway, like something gonna happen. I mean, of course, we seen that Ash shot Fez accidentally, but I mean, you can't really see shit when the door's closed. You're just shooting into the motherfucking, you know what I mean? Into the house. Police wait for him to reload. That's what they do. Wait for him to reload. They bitch, so it's silent from the bathroom now. I was like, nah, I don't know. I was just like, something not right, bitch. Of course, Ash was pretending to be out. They opened the door. He got one officer out of there. He shot one out. But it was too late. They put that red dot on his ass. And it was a wrap. And you just see the tears falling down Fez's face. It's just like, what he gonna do? Just watching it happen. Terrible. Why they did that to Ash, bro? Like, but then Ash, like, damn, Ash! Damn, you should just listen to Fez. He said, bitch, it's just such a sad way for him to go out. Damn! Who gonna protect Fez now? What's going on? Let me tell you something though. That was Fez's grandma laying down there in that room this entire time? Were we supposed to know that? What if they bring Fez's grandma back? I don't know what y'all got to do. If y'all can let this play go on and fights going on stage without an administrator of the school coming up to do some shit, y'all can sprinkle some resurrection juice or whatever the fuck on Fez's grandma and wake her ass up so she can fight Laurie off, because I think that's what's gonna be giving us, you know, the real issues in season 3. But yeah, R.I.P. Ash, he didn't deserve that shit. Custer, you a bitch. We already know. Fuck him. So I love how Rue called Lexi, I think it was like after the play or whatever, and she was just like, yeah, I love the play so much. Can I come over? And I think that was so cute because we saw how Lexi highlighted in the play that her and Rue had kind of been distant. But I love the conversation they have. Rue goes to Lexi, I think your play was the first time I was able to look at my life and not hate myself for everything I've done. And I feel like a lot of people in general can relate to that, because for me, for example, I think I have a lot of grace for people in my life and I don't extend that shit to myself sometimes. You know, like certain nasty shit that I, like self-depreciating shit that I say to myself, I would never say that shit to my friends. You comfort them and you're like, wow, no, that's a lot. You're going through a lot. Like, it's okay, I understand. Versus when, at least, you know, for me, like when you do it, when you're looking at your own stuff, you're like, bitch, get your shit together. Why don't you have your shit together, you know? But yeah, I think that's I'm glad that they had this conversation. Rue highlights the fact that Lexi knows what to do with all the trauma and shit. Like, cause they're both girls who lost their dads, essentially, you know? So Rue's just saying, like, you seem to know what to do with all that pain. Look at what you created. Like, look at the beautiful shit that you make. And she's like, I need to get to where you are. I love what Rue said about hating when people said that her father died for a reason. But then she says that what people probably mean by that is that you have to give it a reason. And it's just, I think that's a very interesting way to think about it. I personally can't do that shit because I feel like even if I give certain things a reason, it would just not be a good enough reason. Nothing would be a good enough reason. So for me personally, I just accept, or I'm trying to accept, that bullshit happens. Just like terrible shit happens. And there's no reason for it. Sometimes it just, terrible shit just happens. And I think that for me personally, trying to make sense of it, trying to make sense of something that's senseless makes my brain go crazy. So just for me, what works is accepting that bullshit, terrible, nasty, crazy, traumatic tragedies fucking happen, and they just happen. That's just the circle of fucking life. And me trying to assign reason to or assign meaning to it, that shit would drive me crazy. But I don't know. I think people handle life and what happens in life and the good and bad parts of life differently, in healthy ways and unhealthy ways, a combination sometimes. And that's kind of what you get out of these interpretations. Oh, everything happens for a reason. Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You know? So Cassie's looking a hot mess in the bathroom. A hot mess. The hair is just fucked up, face in the bathroom. Sitting down in a daze, just confused and dizzy because Maddie knocked that ass around like it was a bobblehead. And the only thing that Maddie has like a bruise on her foot or whatever. And Cassie was just like, I guess she's just defeated. She accepted the L. She taking the shit. She was just like, you know what's funny? Nate broke up with me before I even entered the building. Before I even got back into the auditorium, Nate broke up with me. And Maddie looks at her and says, don't worry, this is only the beginning. And she's so right. As someone who literally experienced Nate on top of her with that old ass revolver, like she already knows that if you keep fucking around with Nate ass, he gonna fuck around with you. So keep playing. She's like, this is only the beginning. The best is yet to come. Damn, Cassie, you went out so bad. You went out so bad. It's so disrespectful to blondes everywhere. I know they mad at you, girl. So after the play, Rue is sitting her ass down, and it's obvious that she kind of wants to say something to Jules, but not, you know what I mean? She's just sitting there like, we already seen that she told Elliott she wanted to, you know, speak to Jules. It's gonna take a little bit longer though. But Jules takes the initiative and sits her ass down right beside Rue and just says, hey, I know you're probably still really angry at me, but I love you and I miss you. I really do. And Rue couldn't say anything, or didn't say anything, just kissed her twice on the head and was just like, that's it, and walked out. Jules started crying. I just hope eventually they can be friends again. That shit was a lot. I like what Rue was saying though. She was just like, Jules is my first love. I like to remember it that way. I was too high for much of it though. I hope she forgives me. I remember Ali said the thought of maybe being a good person is what keeps me trying to be a good person. Maybe there's something to that. And then the entire episode ends with her just walking out to school, smiling, being happy, sober Rue. You know what I mean? Oh, we love to see a healthy Rue. We do. But yeah, I feel like there's so many unanswered questions. One of the main ones I think is Laurie. Because watching this scene, I thought that Rue was gonna get snatched up when she was walking away from the camera. You know what I mean? I thought that maybe some black trucks were gonna roll up and it was gonna be Laurie's goons and she was gonna be taken. So I don't know, they must be saving the entire storyline for season 3 maybe. What the hell is gonna happen with Faz? Because it's not looking too good for him, especially if they're already onto his ass when it comes to Mouse. And then now you got Custer dead on your couch. And yeah, I need to see what's going on with Gia, with Rue's mama, with Ali. So yeah, I would just say that this season of Euphoria was very chaotic. I think that's a perfect way to describe it. Both on screen and behind the scenes. I hope that y'all get that shit together behind the scenes. I don't know what's going on with Sam and all that. It's just chaos. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression, and make sure that you also have a good goddamn evening.
Hey, haters.